morning, I'm Juicy Jones. Welcome to VapeAM. This is Orbital Vaping headquarters. Today, we're looking at the Griffin 25. There it is on the desk. We're going to wick it and build it. I just got this thing, so stay tuned. Welcome to VapeAM. You're waking up with Juicy. Today we're building the Griffin 25. It's gonna be so fun. All right, there we go. Well, you're welcome. There's my dog. She decided to wake up because the neighbor's dog woke up. You! Sorry about that. Good morning, everybody. It's VapeAM. I want to drink some coffee and have a vape and then say hello to everybody in chat. And then pretty soon here, we're going to call Skeletor and start building on the Griffin 25. I want to thank VapeAM Skinner for sending this Griffin 25 to the channel to review, which I'll do later, and to wick and build and everything and to show you guys. And I'm going to compare this to the Limitless and the Avocado and the Theorem and all those. It's really fun. All right, so let me tune into chat here, see what's going on. Say hello, hello, hello. Everybody shout out and say hello if you're alive. I've got VapeAM. There's VapeAM. Thank you. There you are. And Tony, Drippin' Duchess, Rhonda, 225, William, Milkman John. Hey, buddy, Rhonda. I said Rhonda. Tony, VapeAM. Sorry, Owen. I'm just reading names. Good morning. Fixed in focus. Don't want to forget you. And I know George is there, and so congratulations, George. Hope you're feeling better. He's at home. Fixed in focus says it's the singing that set my dog off, but oh, I wish it were. You guys can't hear what I can hear. Although my singing is horrible and would make Wolverine run away. Definitely. Good morning to Ray. Good morning to Pop Smurf. What's up, buddy? Hey, stop it, fool. She's crazy. She'll get up in a second. So I'm pretty excited. I got this Griffin in the mail. And it's such a massive piece of hardware. And did I already thank VapeAM Skinner? Thank you, Bob. Sorry, just scraping the old beard. That's what we do here in the morning. It is going to be a super nice day. It's been super hot in Seattle. So we've been vaping outside quite a bit. And maybe I'll go and take some photographs today if I can. Just trying to get... Oh, that feels so good. I think I'm going to put some beard oil on my beard, since this is unofficially Juicy Jones Orbital Vaping and Beard Care headquarters. I'm using the Badger. So I want to know how everybody's doing and what everybody's vaping as well. I personally am vaping on my Limitless mod with, I'll put it on the desk view, on my Limitless mod with my, on my cuboid, putting some beard oil on my beard, on my cuboid. And that is the very last in there of my 007 from AZ Swag Sauce. And if you don't know 007 from AZ Swag Sauce, then you are, ooh boy, look at that. Then you are definitely missing something. It is a banana and peanut butter vape, and it's really good. Very light on the peanut butter, but very yummy on the everything else. All right. Thanks everybody for the beard compliments. I appreciate that. It's great. And this Limitless is great. I actually have the Griffin drip tip in here. Ha ha ha. No surprise there. Because I wanted to test it to make sure it fit and everything, and it did. So I'm going to take it out and put it back on the Griffin here. Drippin' Duchess says she's even put some twisted Clapton stovetop coils in her Griffin 25, so that's pretty fun. Yeah, that's cool. The only thing I'm not super excited about the Griffin is that the post holes are kind of small, but otherwise it's really cool. They're only like 1.5 millimeters. All right, here we go. But not too much to complain about so far. Okay, I'm going to put this drip tip back on this. That's good. Do a vape. Have some coffee. Yeah, everybody do that. If you have a Griffin 25, bust it out. Let's wick it. And I'm going to put on the Kendo Vape Cotton on here. Whoa ho ho ho. And I want to remind everybody, it's a little business, to go and watch the AZ Swag Sauce review that I did, because I'm going to be giving away one of each of those bottles on the first review, and there's 2 reviews. So watch the first one, and you don't have to watch the second one, but I hope you will. And I love all those flavors with very few exceptions, and I love the people at AZ Swag Sauce. They're real nice and good friends of the channel. And also, I'm going to give away some Kendo Vape Cotton. That's going to be part of the yearly giveaway. And we're having a contest at the end of the year. Oh, I'm sorry, at the end of the 1 year of the channel, which is July 31st. In that area, we're going to have a contest, and we're going to give away some Kendo Vape Cotton, and a crown, and a Kanger K-Box 200, and just a bunch of other stuff. Anything I can get my hands on. A whole line of a bunch of Vango vapes, 2 Limitlesses, just a bunch of stuff. So you guys are so great, and I just want to say good morning and everything. My dog is over here just chewing on a bunch all morning. So it looks like Drippin' Duchess has her Limitless Cobra RTA and her mech, sleeve mech. So sorry. I had a little bit of a choky vape there. Angelica's here. Good morning to you, Angelica. Hello, Papa Smurf. He is vaping his Sigali 30 with Velocity and some lemon blueberry cotton candy. Oh, you love that stuff. And there's Owen. I'm sure he's on the Noisy Cricket or in his Ranger box mod with his Limitless or avocado. Okay. Let's see. Tony Dixon says, don't have a Griffin headache RTA. Will that work? G2. Not sure what that means. And good morning to April, too, who says good morning. From everybody. Yeah, this Limitless is great. On this Limitless right now, as far as builds goes, I've got this 7-wrap flat Clapton 3mm. It's great. Absolutely great. Absolute minimal wicking. I guess I probably will put a little bit more wicking here. I'm not sure. The Limitless doesn't wick quite as well as the avocado, but it's great. Angelica's asking if the show came on yesterday. No, the show is only on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and Wednesdays is Skeletor show. So right now, the overall schedule is 4 days a week. In fact, I'll just show you guys. I think I've got one. I guess I don't. Oh. I don't know. I swear I thought I had one of those. I thought I had a layout with a schedule on it. I thought I made a schedule for you guys. That was foolish of me, wasn't it? Well, then maybe I should do that. That's okay. So there you go. Sorry, Tuesdays, 7 o'clock for VapeAM. Wednesdays, 8 o'clock. I'm sorry. Tuesdays, 6 o'clock a.m. Pacific for VapeAM. Wednesdays, 7 o'clock, Coffee and Clouds with Skeletor. Thursdays, 6 o'clock in the morning again with me, VapeAM. Saturdays, 8 o'clock Pacific with Vaping Dawn to Dusk. And thanks for your patience. I ought to have a better schedule for you guys. And I actually made a cool graphic with a schedule, but I can't find out what I did with it. What did I do with the cool graphic for y'all? Who knows? But I'll find it. And next time, I'll throw it back up on the screen. Silly of me, though. What did I do with that thing? No problem. You guys are fantastic. Yeah, and Papa Smurf says he saw it too. Yeah, you saw it. I don't know what I did with it. I don't know what I did with it. I'm a fool and I lost it. So, it's okay. I'll find it somewhere. Pretty silly of me. So, we're going to play with the Griffin. Let me put this thing together. If you guys haven't seen it, you can watch me throw it together. Ba 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 ba. Thing is pretty good. Let me see where we're at with focus and stuff on the camera. This is the camera. Very mean. Okay, we're on autofocus, but we're going off autofocus. Yeah, this thing is so very, very massive. It's crazy. It's like really extremely massive, but it's cool. It's got this single coil option here. As you can tell, I've got the ring taken off. Where's my focus? There it is. Got this cool single coil option. You see there. So in here, I'm going to put in, gosh, probably to start some Claptons. I think we'll move back here. Stick this thing on the cuboid. Maybe I should pick something shorter, huh? like zero low. And we'll get the focus. We'll start working on its own, of course. And I can adjust my angle a little bit so it's easier to see. There we go. And this really shouldn't be too tough, to be quite honest, because the Velocity deck doesn't have gigantic holes, but they're certainly perfectly good. Absolutely good. So I'm just going to pop off the single coil adapter and set it down. Oh, that's right. I totally forgot. What's wrong with me? I'm so completely ridiculous. I agreed to call Skeletor. We would do it together. I'm just so totally morninged out, I forgot. So let me get my headphones, and we'll have another vape, call Skeletor, and say hi again. Sorry about that, y'all. Ah, we're hanging out in the morning with our friends. Let me just give him a ring and see what's going on. Okay. Stop with all the noises. Hi, Skeletor. You there? Oh, I don't hear you. Can everybody else hear you? It looks to me like they can't. I think you're on mute or something, buddy. Did you try to mute and unmute your thing? Let's see. I think it says I have Skype sound coming in, so... There we go. I got you back. How are you?
Good.
Say something.
Something.
Okay, good. You're online too, so I'm sure the crowd can hear you.
I hope so.
God, I forgot we were going to hang out together and build on the Griffin and stuff. Where is...
The pull
I gotta switch my
chat
view.
and all that kinds of stuffs. Yep.
Excuse me. I'm reading on here, and Drippin' Duchess says she just usually leaves the wicking ring on it and shoves the cotton underneath it because the ring aggravates her when she screws it down on there. I can see that. These wicking rings are nothing new. My Earl Conigan's got one, and GS has one. I mean, it's like an old thing. And that totally makes sense. Actually, you know, I haven't decided what I'll do since this is my first Griffin. I was just thinking about that yesterday, whether I would stuff or screw. And what's funny about the Griffin 25 is it's large enough to stuff it in there.
Whether
Maybe
you're
the 22 does too.
Or screw.
Yeah. The funny thing is, though, that I'm so spoiled by the avocado. This thing has got such a tiny deck. I mean, compared to the avocado or the Limitless or any of those things.
Phrasing. You're making it too difficult for me not to make smart-ass comments this morning.
What, aren't we doing phrasing anymore?
Oh,
like, let me
great,
just
Tootsie.
the thing. One of my first impression of the Griffin versus, say, the Limitless or the avocado is the same exact deal. Is that the Griffin and all these RTAs are just an attempt to freaking. Well, I don't understand why they have to keep the K fun. Like, what we get is little decks. Look at the Limitless deck. It's freaking so much wider than the distance between the posts is so much wider. Although, you know, building wise, it's probably maybe similar. No, I mean, I couldn't put this on the Griffin. No way. Maybe. Nope, not in it. Wick. It has big earful. So it seems to me that the main purpose of these is clouds and not really for flavor or even to be convenient or work well.
So, yeah, are you finding the flavor muted on that style tank?
How would I know? I haven't done it. That's what I said. I've never built this before.
That's right. You were just cleaning it
unboxed
last night. Yeah.
Yeah. This is our first time. Never built on it before. It looks like we got one vote for screw rather than stuff, but we'll see.
Well, you know.
You would expect a female to say something opposite of that, but...
Well, it all depends on the motion in the hips, I guess.
So let's see. I haven't decided how I'm going to put my coils in. I'll probably do like a little 5-wrap flat Clapton, just because I have a bunch of that wire and I test everything with the same cheapo wire I made. I unscrewed the wrong one there.
I'm gonna go a little more fun, a little more poppy. I'm definitely going to get some spit back. I'm actually doing this build specifically to see how the spit back is going to be with this RDA.
Pop goes the weasel.
That's right. I'm going to do probably a quad spiral 26 gauge. Don't worry, Juicy, I'll mute my mic. Quad spiral 26 gauge with a twisted 24 gauge all hostile cloud static wire.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm just setting up my thing. I'm going to do a 3mm. I have all my jigs sitting inside this little tray right here. I'd like a 3mm, please. Sure. I like my jigs. Orbital Joe says he's never taken the ring off his Griffin. Yeah, I mean, whatever. It's fine. If these stuff fine, as long as your orientation's good, it's no big deal. Hey, Elias says he got his avocado. How cool is that?
Word.
Yeah, that's super exciting. That's super great. I'm super, super excited for you. Yeah, hell yeah.
So what do you think of my new backdrop?
I think it looks great.
I had, it's actually an old shower curtain that I had just sitting in my closet. And so Low Papa Smurf and Foofy and Zach came over day before yesterday. I think it was the day before. Yeah, was it the day before? Yeah. Day before yesterday. God, I lose track of days. And we rearranged the studio and we put this up. So my sticker wall and everything is still there. It's just kind of covered. I like my skulls. I think they look decent.
It's cool. I'm going to redo my wall too. It's a good idea.
Yeah. Still got the
wall makeover.
Yeah.
Fun.
I'm going to get a Wicked Park bandana and like hang it right here. Because that'll be a nice little... It'll look good with the skulls and all that kind of stuff with how the logo is.
I'm just pulling out my extra wrap on here so it looks all nice. Although that looks pretty good. I may leave it. That came out to that's a 5-wrap right there.
Yeah, Ryan, it is redneck remodeling. That's right.
The shower curtain.
It's a badass shower curtain.
It looks killer to me.
I will never spend 30 or 40 bucks on a shower curtain ever again. But I had to have this one. It's a nice cloth shower curtain.
Yeah, that's killer.
Very nice. Very nice.
You're
okay, so I am building on the Mutation X V5 today that I got from Vapor & Co.
I love Vapor & Co.
Yeah, Mr. Andy Budd. This, you're going to see me review tomorrow. The build that I'm doing on it today, I'm doing it while it's on the Velocity style deck. So I'll go more into that tomorrow.
Hey, good morning to Otis as well. He just said hello.
Good morning, Otis. Let's see here.
I wonder if I have a functioning chat window that I could use.
First, let's see if I can do a quad spiral 26 gauge. I just realized this is all the 26 gauge that I have, and I don't know if I have enough.
Yeah, look at that. There's chat for y'all. Say hello, y'all.
I should have enough.
And I'll just move the camera a slight bit here to keep it relatively in center for people who keep watching me build on the Griffin. But I must say, for an RTA, it has a large deck, of course.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to judge this thing right now. I'm just throwing a first build on there, just talking about impressions and stuff. That's how we are. We're behind the scenes.
Are we?
Yeah.
We're really behind the scenes.
So the problem with this is that I'm not going to have enough vertical width.
Made myself bleed already. Damn.
I got to take a wrap out of these. This is too wide for the Griffin. So we're popping a wrap out.
How many wraps did you do?
5.
5.
Yeah, so I can do 4. I mean, I
5.
guess the deal is if I had done 2.5 millimeters, it'd probably be okay. Just grooming these coils a little bit to make sure everything's all good before I pull them out. I like to just pull the wrap out. Yeah, that'll be good. One of these days we should discuss, in fact today we could discuss the topic of wraps and how to count wraps. Because like, for example, this first thing that I did, a lot of people would call a 6 wrap, not a 5 wrap. And they would say that I've created a 5 wrap by pulling one out. But the overall number of bars that you see on top, you subtract 1 to find out the number of wraps if they both go into the same direction.
Right.
And if they go opposite directions, it's a half a wrap. Just so you know. That may seem vague. It's a very strange thing.
It is.
But it is, if you actually count them, you'll see what I mean.
Right.
Yeah, so this looks like it'll fit in there reasonably. God, not that well, actually. That'll be okay. Yeah, it'll be pretty good. I'll tighten this little filler up. Apparently, oh yeah, how's the tropical storm going over there in Florida, Skeletor?
All blow and no go.
Yeah, nothing going on?
Hell no. It rained a little bit last night. It flooded a little bit around Volusia County. Flooded a little bit over in Tampa. Well, Tampa's actually kind of underwater, but not too bad. We've dealt with worse.
I know that Josh says it's 67 sunny in Oklahoma, and April says it's freaking pouring down
Storming in
rain in
Virginia
Virginia.
Beach. Yeah. They're getting the aftermath of what we got yesterday.
Hey, it looks like Teddy just wicked his Griffin up. That's killer. He's with us, baby. Yeah, I got 1 coil on. I'm just gonna clip her off.
What y'all are going to see me do first is straighten the 26 gauge so I can get it all nice and spiraled out. All right. I'm going to mute myself for a little bit. Be right back, y'all.
Ooh, time for the fun. Oh, there's just the first round. And let's get us another one in there. Maybe I'll try to straighten it up a little bit more. Doesn't look too bad, really. I want to keep it real close to the post. Because that's where the air hole is. It's delicious. Looks like Little Papa Smurf just calls it rain. He's in there in Florida as well with the tropical storm. It's pretty humorous. Come on, Focusy. Yummy. Hey, Vapester Phil, what's up? What is the new HPriv kit? What does that mean? I'd like to know what that is. He says that he's using the new HPriv kit. I'm sure he's just abbreviating. And good morning, Bob, too. And everybody. So great to see you guys. For y'all who just tuned in, Skeletor is winding a coil twister, and I am just putting my first build on the Griffin 25. And we're going to wick it here in a second with some kendo vapes. And we're saying good morning, having a cup of coffee. It's VapeAM. I'm Juicy Jones. This is Orbital Vaping headquarters. I wonder if I have a little camera I could use. Yeah, it's nice. I need to get my keyboard out here for a second. Yeah. Hey, there's a me. In case you guys want to see me, you certainly don't. I'm guessing. Let's just see, though. Well, yeah, that'll work. I'm small. Hey, where's my clock? Where did my clock go, y'all? There we go. All right, back to business. Sorry about that. A little distracted. Okay. Hey, Carlos. Great to see you. Do. Okay. There we are. Just pushing my finger on that thing. Maybe better if I put it towards you so you can see this. And then really all I do is give these a tug and then tighten one of them and the other. I don't think most people would have too much trouble building on this thing. I'm not.
Okay, so I've changed my mind. I'm going to do something different since I don't have enough 26 gauge.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I am going to actually spiral 2 strands of 24 and 2 strands of 26 together.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Indeed.
It's so easy to run out of 26 gauge. My God. Amazingly easy. Oh, I did this the wrong way.
Yep, so I got to go over to Hostel and get me some more 26 gauge this week. And 24 gauge because this is actually my last pack. Then I need to get some mail out this week too.
Yeah.
To you and to Milkman John, I owe him that roll of Hostile Clouds Alchemy. It's sitting right over there. In a box, actually, with his address already on a label.
Okay, we're looking pretty good here. I gotta pick her up to clip her. Wow, I love it when my magnets pick up all the debris on my desk. It's actually very handy. Come on now, buddy.
Oh, there it is.
Uh-oh.
What's uh-oh?
I may have made a big mistake.
Oh, yeah?
Or maybe not.
Oh, no?
Well, I think I may have clipped my coil while I was clipping the end lead.
Wow.
Yep, I certainly did. I gave it a little nick. So when you do that, it's no big deal. You just got to pop it off and do it again.
Indeed so.
Yeah. It happens. That's one reason why I'm not using precious or complicated coils to begin with.
Right.
Because this kind of stuff happens when you're testing. Oh, wrong one. Yeah. This will turn out just fine, though. It's another reason why I'm glad I have lots of wire already in advance. Because if you don't, then little things like this can really trip you up.
Indeed.
Oh, I'm trying to pull out the wrong one. I need to stop and pay attention. Juicy. Pay attention, Johnny.
Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to straighten out the 24 gauge next, and then I'm going to make a new cup of coffee. Because the next part is going to be really fun, and I'm out of coffee. My cup is broken.
As Skeletor week after week illustrates, why not to buy a Keurig? Because it only makes one cup at a time.
Kiss my ass, Juicy.
It's not your fault. I'm criticizing them, not you.
Yeah, right.
It's them who have all these false promises about new ways of drinking coffee and shit, and really, Oh, better. Okay, there we go.
They can eat my shorts. Isn't that what Bart Simpson says?
Because the most important thing is that we're all drinking tons of coffee all the time. Don and I went to a retail place recently, and they tried to use a Keurig as a, coffee maker there, and we were like, oh my god, it was so linear, you had to wait. Like, yeah, somebody thought that sounded like a good idea on paper.
On paper, yeah. Sounds like a great idea.
It is really great if you can keep it within reach. That's what you should do, is just put it right next to you, you pig.
I think when I pull the bench in here, I think I am going to have the Keurig over behind the monitor.
That's funny.
That way I can just, jump up real quick and blah, blah, blah. But, yeah.
Also, let's see here. Oh, Ryan's saying that Mad Rabbit is another Nichrome 90 wire. We were talking about that a few
90?
episodes ago.
Yeah.
We were talking about Nichrome 70, 80, 90.
Right, right.
Okay, this will be quick and easy.
All right, I'll clip that. Right there. Somebody didn't mute their notification.
Yeah, they're muted. Later. Later they are. Just kidding. Okay. Now we're back to square one. Cooking with gas.
All right, I'm going to mute up and...
Didn't spin?
That's right. Pretty much. Literally.
And I'm glad that my wire is cooperating and turning to the side peacefully without me having to beg it or cajole it. I think this one's also going to cooperate. Yeah, pretty good. When you're screwing in sideways, it's important to make sure that you're trapping the wires so that they rotate sideways and they trap evenly. Otherwise, you'll have all kinds of problems. Let me just tighten this up a little bit. Give it a feel. Good. These grip screws are great. I'm kind of hard on grip screws, especially on the first builds when I'm monkeying on them the first time. Okay, I'm going to be a little bit more careful this time. I'll do it up here in view. Just going to make sure I'm careful. Carefully poke the toothpick through the plastic. Somebody told me the most hilarious thing a few days ago that I sounded like Bob Ross. Just making some coils. Just doing the coil. There we go. Clip them gently. Great. We have one. All right, let me put this on something with an ohm reader. And that'll be quite a bit easier. Sorry for the silence there. I was just sort of looking at my build, trying to make sure I got it right. Now let's see. One of the things that really sticks out about the Griffin 25, that comes out to about 0.21 right now, which will change quite a bit, obviously. One of the things about the Griffin 25 that just is, well, it hits you first, is just how massive and gigantic it is. It is just a huge piece of metal. Josh in chat says, Meth, the official sponsor of trailer parks all over Oklahoma. That's funny. I'm just firing this thing. Okay, we're gonna have to stroke and squeeze and do other stuff. Are we freezing? What, are we not freezing anymore? Okay. Oh, they're just smoking and steaming. They're gonna be very... Yeah, they're looking pretty good. I'm just firing them, just firing them. And I'm testing again. Looks like I'm having slightly better results on the starboard side than the port. Okay, looking good. They're hot. They're hot, Captain. They're hot. Okay, so just gotta wick 'em. So I'm so excited. Are you still winding stuff there, Skeletor?
Indeed, indeed. I actually decided to go ahead and try to finish this, at least the wire up, before I made another cup of coffee.
All right, here we go. Here's this kendo cotton, which is a crazy long strand of cotton. This is wild. Yeah, look at that. That is a super long piece of cotton. Nifty. I think I'm not sure I like that the best, but still, it doesn't bother me. Taking my scissors. I'm going to take an amount. I'm going to use a lot of this right this second. There's a tanky amount right there. Wow, this is making me believe that my Japanese scissors are dull. Impossible. 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 I hate coffee, cowboy coffee. I love strong coffee, but there's way better ways to make it. Espresso is a better way to make strong coffee. The problem is it's usually crap. I'm about this close to starting up a new YouTube channel just for trying out espresso joints. Just to show people. Okay, let me clear out a few of these little clippings that I don't want. Put them in the trash. Any of you guys out there ever keep your dead coils? Just curious. Tell me. Okay, here is an amount of kendo. This stuff feels good. Yeah, so far feels real thick and dense. So that'll probably suit me here. Yeah. Yeah, cool. So it feels like that might be okay. Couple Smurfs asking if I'm in Seattle, and yes, I am. Okay. Oh, my cotton split at a very inconvenient spot. Forget that. That's annoying. Thanks, Kendo. Okay. Try another piece. I like how this stuff feels, though. Feels good. Ba 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 ba. Yeah, that's pretty good.
All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a picture of said wire.
Yeah. And it split again. This stuff is like not very strong. I mean, I could be monkeying it kind of hard with my hands, but I mean, come on. 2 in a row.
And then I'm going to post it while we're live on Instagram, so whoever wants to actually see what it looks like up close and with decent lighting, look up Skeletor Vapes on Instagram.
Owen's asking what the ohm rating is on this build, but we won't know for another minute here until I get it wicked. A little bit low, I think. Okay. Pull off some excess.
Actually, I have a better idea. I'm not going to post it on Instagram. I'm going to post it on Snapchat as well, Skeletor Vapes, because that's quicker.
It is quicker. Okay, that's good for that. A little bit too much volume. Okay. I take you off. That's hairy but manageable. It's real weak. It just completely split on me again. Huh, we lost Skeletor. How does that happen?
Really?
Yeah, really. No idea how that happens. Very strange.
It's Skype.
Yeah, it absolutely is. There's like some hidden, heinous thing between us.
It hates us.
Some internet thing. Okay, this is great. All right, got another piece of cotton.
Try to get a better picture.
This stuff has good stranding, but it's slightly not quite as tough as cotton bacon, so you just got to handle it a little differently. Good stuff, though. We'll see how it tastes here in a second. Yeah, there we go. I did pretty good there. Okay. So, cool. I just chalked that up to my learning process with the brand new Kendo cotton. I've never used it before, so that's cool. I'm going to give this stuff just a look. The goal is for this going to be just to be able to absorb in the bottom. So I'm just going to cut a beginning cut on these, just to start. I always start long and then move in. I'll need to look at this up close just for a second. Because I've never wicked this one before. It uses the same old method as the Earl. Yeah, that'll work. Because you definitely don't want tons of cotton sticking out.
Indeed.
That will not work. It'll only delay things. I'm going to try stuff method on this side. See what happens.
All right, so go to Snapchat, Skeletor Vapes, and you will be able to see said wire, I believe. If I can send it to my story. Is it going to let me?
My story. I think I prefer to chop and do over method. And the truth is, if I didn't know this would leak, I would probably not use the ring. Like in my early comic, I don't use the ring. You don't absolutely have to. Yeah, that works okay. I think I'm gonna use. Gosh, what e-liquid should I use? I think I'm gonna use this New York cheese. No. Oh, actually, I'm gonna use this swag sauce Sinner's Crunch. Stuff is delicious. Delicious, I say. Be nice. Be nice now. I'm making a gigantic mess because I can.
Fucking Snapchat's being retarded. Really?
Don't worry about it. Just get to your build.
Screw it. I'll post a picture later on Instagram, I guess, since Snapchat wants to be a douche.
I mean, all you gotta do is snap a picture. Click on
Yeah,
my
but it
story.
doesn't want to focus. It wants to be
It's
a
'cause you're too close.
douchebag.
Hey. Gonna need a heck of a lot more e-juice. Come on, baby. I think I'm gonna have to take some of this out too. Trim as I go.
Alright, what size am I going to build?
7mm on a car battery.
Alright. 2.5 or 3. Let's leave it up to chat.
I like my idea better, but yeah, good idea.
7 on a car battery. I don't think that'll work in the Mutation XB5.
Oh, you have little faith.
Now, if it was on the Temple, that'd be a different story.
Oh, ye of little faith, Skeletor.
Ray says 3. 2 votes for 2.5.
And 27 votes for 7mm. See, I told you. Although you'll have to get a theorem for that, won't you? Because it's like, I don't know anything, actually, you could put that on. What could you put that on? Nothing?
No, I could probably put that on the Temple.
On the Hilarity RTA? Yeah, on the Temple, I bet you could, actually.
Sometimes I got a song in my head, sorry.
Is it called Why Don't You Make a Gigantic Mess on Your Desk?
Yep. Alright, so everybody's saying 2.5. I'm going to go 2.5. 2.5 it is.
Do it, tough guy. I dare you.
Oh, don't you dare me.
As everybody can see, I simply don't give a fuck about being tidy or clean or anything, or impressing anybody. I'm trying to get this build in here and see what I think.
See my desk.
Oh no, I'm talking about the build, not the desk.
Oh.
Yeah, and my technique and my method, obviously. You can't see me, I'm talking to everyone else, Skeletor. Who are sadly being forced to watch this travesty. Alright, this is fine. I just did a little trim back. This isn't bad at all, I'm just kidding. I just did a little trim back. And I'm going to need to do a little bit more length cutting. Yeah. Yeah, looking good so far. So. In many cases like this, what you really want is for the bottom of the wick just to touch the bottom of these wells. Right there. And in all cases, these get easy the second time, you know. It's really a matter of knowing how long they are. Where to cut things, where to chop things, and how much density to put in. Of course, you always have to put in correct amount of wicking for the inside diameter and the device you're on. There's no universal value for inside diameter and wicking density. It has everything to do with the devices. So it's pretty good. And I may come in here and trim this back yet further, in fact. I might. Take the top off of that. Because that's the way I roll. Come on, buddy. Yeah, that one's actually a little better than the previous one, so see how they work. This needs a quick trim. More.
Wish I had the time to polish this wire. I bet you it would look really good.
That'd be cool. That would be super cool. All right, so I've
Maybe
stuffed
I'll get
the
some a bit later.
I've stuffed the wicking inside the tracks, and I'm going to attempt the first ring toss. Everyone knows this never works the first time, so yeah, this goes. One of the things I noticed about this, just dry fitting it, was that this had trouble catching sometimes, so this isn't going to be perfect. That's the reason why a lot of these guys and gals in the audience have given up on this process and just leave the ring on. I'm not having too much trouble. It's on, it's just, I'm trying to be careful screwing it down. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Where did I drop that douchebag fucking... There it is.
Alright, so cleanup time.
Leave that out.
I need my tweezers. Okay, so now that I've got the ring seated on there, all I'm going to do now is go through here and clean up some of the extra fuzz that's in between and try to just fix it up from the damage I did. Not damage really, but from what happened when I screwed everything down. Things are looking good here. My wicking isn't 100% even, and so this may have an effect on it. I might have to pop this open and tweak this a little bit later, but maybe not. Sometimes things just work. I've done a pretty good job of getting it all enclosed and everything. Okay, there we go. And how do we do this? Here is a piece. A beautiful, pretty piece. Here is a piece. This screws into the top for top filling. This is the crown. So this is obvious arrow cape on style bell cap thing. And this has a juice flow control that is really cool. I'll screw this down on here, and you'll see that when I finally fix this down here, I can turn this guy right here and it will change. Oops. And it rotate. I need to take it off the mods to actually illustrate this to you. But if you screw this guy, you can actually close off the juice. Oh, our chat went away. How come no one told me that? Or how come I didn't? I didn't see it. Makes me sad. I don't know how that happens. It does it all by itself.
Well,
That's
just
the
like
die.
Skype likes to drop calls all by itself.
But you see, as I turn this thing, it's tough with greasy fingers. I shall wipe it off slightly more. These guys think I put too much wicking in. Possible. We're gonna see. Anyway, I can't do it right now because my hands are wet. It works just fine. All right. Okay. Pretty simple. So usually, and you know, probably 7 out of 10 cases when well, I shouldn't say 10 because I've only got about 7 of these tanks, but in most of the cases when I start these things out, you have to go through and tweak it and stuff. I always start with more wicking than I need because if you're lucky, it works that way. Check our O-rings. I should have asked if we wanted to change the O-ring color, because I certainly can. They have teal and white.
O-rings for the O-face.
O-face rings. I see Elias just asked what people think about reviews from people that work for the companies that do the product. And here's a better question for you. What about the people who do cell phone reviews and the people who do TV reviews and all that? Every single one of them, almost all of them, every single one of the ones that are big are paid. They're paid to do them. And if you go look at Cosmopolitan magazine or whatever, every makeup person that they talk about a review advertises in the magazine, you know? Okay, here we go. I haven't thought about that too much, but it just occurred to me while you said that. It's like, okay, here we go. Yeah, so these guys think it's going to be slightly dry at first. Could be. I think it is too, actually. I think one side's big and one side's small. All right, I'm going to take my awesome O-ring. I'm closing off the top airflow. I'm opening up the bottom airflow. About 2 clicks. Oh, April was saying go teal and white.
Jesus.
Oh, it's good so far. I've only got 47 watts.
Kilometers.
I need more watts.
Need more power.
More watts and less air. Jesus.
That's what you get for opening up those air holes 2 kilometers.
That's not where they're at all.
You said 2 clicks. That's 2 kilometers. You need to close it up some.
We're talking about a Griffin calibrated click, which is slightly different. Apparently.
Nah.
Oh, it is. I mean, I guess not apparently, then obviously. Because these are little clicks on a little rotary dial. Good morning, Justin. Good morning, everybody. By the way, this is VapeAM. I'm Juicy Jones, and you're here. We're building the Griffin 25 today. I've got our buddy Skeletor on the line, and he's working on his Mutation XV5, and it's about 7 o'clock. Oh, and William Brown says that his FedEx just dropped off his E-Fusion. Ha ha!
Word!
How could you be more excited? That is really exciting. Okay, so here we go. I've turned the knob. And I hope I can capture this on camera. I've turned this dial, and it changes the juice flow. So as you can see, it's closing it off there. So I'm going to open it back up all the way. Because that's more delicious.
I feel like cussing at this thing like Joe Pesci.
Why? Is it tough to build on at this moment?
No, not at all, actually. I'm just trying to clip the wire. And because it's 4 strands of wire, sometimes it takes a little bit when you put in the second coil. So I'm like wanting to cuss it out like, Jew motherfucker Jew.
That's funny. Okay, let's go back up to the top. All right, let's see how that goes.
Wait a minute, Bob says his chat won't work for him, but he said that in chat.
Chat's not working. He probably just can't see it. That does happen. Oh, it does happen. I tell you.
Thought it was hilarious and ironic at the same time. My chat's not working as he says
And
it.
chat's back on. Okay, so I've got this thing built up and
Chat.
juice flow is relatively open.
I'm going to try something that might help.
Hi, Sadie. My dog is over here being extra cute.
First thing in the morning, she's Satan when she barks. Now she's cute.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of vapor. I mean, if all you care about is clouds, this is probably great.
Clouds, bro.
I mean, the thing is, if all you care about is clouds, then get a freaking Twisted Messes and put in a real build, you know? Like, here we go. It's about 85 watts.
I'm probably
83, actually.
Few more watts than 85.
That was easy. I'm not wild about the juice flow control. I'm not wild about anything that requires you to, like, screw and unscrew on the base of a tank while you're building it and stuff, and your hands are all wet and everything. It's kind of weird.
Indeed.
Okay. Dripping Digit says, don't forget to open the juice flow. Yeah, exactly. So, it's open, it's wicking, it's great, it's working. But, I guess the reason I sound kind of meh is that this is just huge, humongous clouds, and it's not like... It has one setting I like, and that is almost all the way closed except one click. Open. Hold on. Let me try all closed. And all the way closed, you can't vape it. Pretty good. Quarter ohm. It's going at about 83 watts. Could probably go higher.
All right.
See what happens. Yeah.
Snag a couple pictures here real quick, and then I'll show the camera. Excuse me.
I mean, I can see why anybody who wants to set a record for the amount of juice they consume would love this. Because, wow. It's already done quite a job here. I'm going to add some more liquid to it. Owen gets his work done so we can get back to the broadcast. Very important. One thing I'm not wild about this thing is that it's tough to get the top off for top filling. It's like, this knurling isn't that useful. And William's saying try just the top open. Yeah, that's next step. It's probably better.
All right, so I canted the coils just because it looks badass. I haven't fired it yet. I haven't checked the resistance yet. There she is.
The Griffin 25 has one of the worst top fill systems ever. It's so fucking hard to get the top off right after you fill it.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least so far. It's really bothering me.
All right, so it's starting off at 0.08, which is what I expected.
Somebody says, I need the citrus OBS. I do need that. I would like that. There we go. It's coming off now. Man, that's annoying. Okay.
All right, so I'm going to go make a fresh cup of coffee and grab my tweezers, and I shall be right back. Since I haven't made the fresh cup yet.
All right. I suggest that you go press the button and come back.
I am, actually.
Okay, so I just took this thing back apart and put it back. Two-leg shirt Dunham is saying, you have to clarify what you're talking about. I have been talking lately about the bill that we just passed here, the really good common sense vaping legislation the tobacco control that they just finished. And the governor just signed that about a month ago. Thank goodness. It was a good bill. It was a lot of compromise. It wasn't exactly perfect, but it was pretty good. Pretty good. There we go. Yeah, they attempted a sort of moonshot style top fill, and wow, is it over engineered? Way over engineered. Okay, so I'm going to open the top airflow, close the bottom, throw her back under the fire. Yummy. Let's see. There we go. Yeah. I guess the good news is that the top airflow is better. Can't have all the wattage though, unfortunately. Well, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I don't really like using it so far, but I'm going to carry this around for another week and only carry this and my limitless and see what happens. It definitely tastes good. It's not loud. That's another thing I appreciate. And I'm a fan. I'm just a flavor chaser. So to me, the most important thing is I can get good flavor out of it. And this leads me to believe that if you like flavor, you do not want to get the one without the top airflow. Or if you have this one and you're not satisfied with the flavor, you should get the top airflow conversion kit. But that's just a preliminary conclusion. Not sure. Looks like Owen's having a problem with his mobile YouTube. Giving him guff today. I'm sorry, buddy. That sucks. Yeah, he's having trouble. And he says something about having to fax in your driver's license to prove your age if the vendor gets a license to sell in your state. If you're talking about Washington, that's a good thing. That's fine. And that isn't actually exactly the case. I think what they did was they put in requirements for keeping track of age. Or not keeping track, but they have a POS system. So I don't think it's a fax. I think it's an electronic system. But we should find out together, all of us. But our oh, Drip and Duchess. No, Drip and Duchess. This is not like it is in Texas. In Texas, when you're online, you have to do that. And that's not the case. That's not the case here in Washington. But correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure that's not the case. Texas is insane. Texas drives all kinds of businesses out of business by using that age verification. But the age verification here is not the same as in Texas. Thank God.
No shit.
I would never have supported that.
That drove Fog Light Vapes out of business.
Yeah, it's absolutely horrible legislation designed. It's like an Indiana thing. It was a much more legal way of doing the same thing Indiana did, which is make only people who could afford it be able to do this. So people with big retail presences, pretty much. Okay. Oh yeah, so I am just now, you know what I should do is get my 510 adapter, and I don't know if I showed everybody this, but I haven't seen anybody else do this, and I certainly did, but my 510 adapter for the Griffin works perfectly great on my Limitless, and is the reason why I've been using my cool drip tips, or 510 drips on my Limitless. Like, let's say my dot mod drip tip goes right into the 510 adapter for the Griffin, and then I slide that down into the Limitless, ding, and vape. And another thing we should do is figure out where my Limitless is. Here it is, right here. So if you want 510 adapters for your Limitless, just raid your Griffin stash. It's killer. Love it. My Goon drip tip does not fit very well into the Griffin because there's no O-ring on it. So that leads me to believe that a Kennedy is not going to fit super great in here either. Right?
Probably. Well, probably not if there's no O-ring.
Right. Hey there, Superstar 10155. Hey. We're doing well, thanks. Need to turn this up a little bit here. Yeah, the flavor on this is outstanding. It's really good. Hey, there's Zach Schaefer.
Oh, he's been here.
Then why is he saying he's acting lonely?
Oh,
I see. I see. These guys are engaged in that Apple versus Android debate. Oh God, what a waste of time.
Are they?
Yeah, totally waste of time. It's a complete functional equivalency. This is a way for them to increase, this suits them because it increases sales instead of getting you to be really critical about stuff. You only accept what they tell you is different about them, and then they keep doing what they want with their incremental change. Right. I am the biggest enemy of incremental change in the world. I think incremental change is the enemy of great things. You think Steve Jobs believed in incremental change when he invented the personal computer and put the first optical drive in a computer you could buy? He put the first rewritable optical drive in a computer you could buy at home. Superstar 1055 is still waiting on his Avocado 24 and Limitless. That is excruciating. I mean, I waited long enough for mine, and I still love them dearly. Gosh, this Griffin is gigantic, dude. Yeah. It's like a tall, tall thing. Let me see how it stacks up to the Limitless. The Limitless is quite a bit shorter. I shall put my micrometer caliper on it. What? Very large. Found the lip, 65.3 millimeters tall. Not the tallest. Not tiny. That's with the 510 on it. Not 510, sorry, with the Griffin tip on it. Yeah. Yeah. Lol. Oh, and don't be sorry. I'm not that serious. Totally not that serious. He was saying he's sorry about starting the fight about Apple, but I'll tell you what, whoever has the worst YouTube support, that's who I'm angry at, so uniformly. Coffee break. Hey, Rhonda's back. Hello. So delicious.
Ew.
We were watching, Dawn was reading something in the Reddit guitar board the other day, and it was some guy was saying how to tune your guitar if you didn't know, like if you don't have perfect pitch, and somebody wrote in there, yeah, you can totally pick up a phone and hear the dial tone and then tune that to A, and the #1 response in that post was, first, step 1, get a time machine, and you find a landline.
Right.
So true. So true.
Huh.
Okay, there we go. I'm just refilling my Griffin. So as far as the Kendo Cotton goes, by the way, absolutely no taste in this.
Yeah.
No bad, no foul taste, no nothing like that. Seems to work very, very, very well. Because everybody was saying instantly I was going to be getting dry hits, but I'm not. And I haven't yet, but I may. Who knows? Been doing pretty well. Not too shabby. Not too bad. Okay. All right. Josh says he still loves his Limitless. He's got Charlie's Chalk Dust Wonder Worm in it. That's delicious.
That's good stuff, yeah.
Yeah. So good. So I got the top airflow down just a teeny bit. God, this thing runs really hot. That's another thing I don't like about these K-Fun style RTAs, is that they're so hot. Sometimes. Certainly not universally. I do like the juice flow control. Reminds me a little bit of the K-Fun itself. James Reeves got his K-Fun V5 and he's getting all into it.
Yeah.
Yummy. Flavor's killer. It's way too hot. I need to put it onto a different tank or a different mod just to see if maybe it's a problem with the Joytech or if it's because I was test firing it or something.
Yeah, I had to take this off the tugboat because test firing it was A, heating it up because this is a fucking hot build, and B...
I think you're away from your mic there a little bit. Did it move?
No, not at all.
You just went super quiet.
Oh.
Oh, I hear you now.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, everyone loves the Limitless. So do I. Absolutely love it. The Griffin is a humongously tall thing on my home wrecker. Just really, really tall. One of the reasons why, God, I hate to compare this always to the Avocado and the Limitless, but one of the reasons I love the Limitless and the Avocado is that they're smaller. And the Avocado especially is smaller. Just absolutely amazing. The 22 especially. Double especially, triple especially. Okay. Home wrecker. Ice cold. Turning on. Griffin 25. I didn't measure the juice capacity of this thing yet, but I'm going to be doing that as soon as I can. I'll go through this entire tank and empty it, and then I'll do one of those syringe tests and measure and weigh the water. Yeah, about 88 watts, 0.22 ohms. Yeah. This is so freaking top heavy on this home wrecker. It's like if I dropped it, it would fall down in my lap while I was vaping it. Looks like 2 legs is going to go to Las Cruces. That's fun. I've been there many, many, many times.
Where?
Yeah. Yeah.
Where?
So the Griffin 25. So far, so good. Not too much of a complaint. I like that it's got a juice flow control because that's going to be very helpful later on. I'll have to work myself on getting all the screws and bolt and nuts and everything all threaded correctly so they're easy to undo. It's kind of not too easy to fill, to be honest. There we go. All right. Oh, and look. Michaela's here too. Good morning. Good morning, Michaela.
Indeed. Good morning.
I'm just sitting here building on the Griffin 25, and this is pretty good. This is VapeAM, by the way, and I'm Juicy Jones. There's Skeletor in our Skype window, and there's you in the chat. And we are building the Griffin 25 for the first time. Just came in a few days ago, and I've been saving it for y'all, because this is great. And I'm vaping it with just a little top airflow. I like it. I got a 0.22 in there. It's a dual 4-wrap alien, or not alien, 4-wrap flat Clapton. And it's good. Yeah, with the juice flow control all the way up and that, you can just vape like a crazy. I don't think this thing looks particularly hybrid safe, so that doesn't make me happy. Yeah, that's great. So what is it? Yeah, what did I say? 7:25. We're going to go for maybe another 10 minutes. Just FYI. So get ready to vape, Skeletor.
I'm going to go grab my cup of coffee that's been sitting there waiting for me. I'm going to wick this bad boy up because I just got it even. Took forever because, well, you know, it's a
Evenness.
0.08 and it's a quad. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Nice. We're going to see that in a minute. So we've heard from a couple of y'all out in chat that own the Griffin 25s, but do me a favor, chime in again if you own one of these things. Tell me what you think. And a lot of you have Griffins and Limitlesses and avocados, and I want to know what you guys think. So far, I'm not wild about the actual usage of this, you know, the filling and stuff, but once it's all dialed in here, like I've got the juice flow control where I want it and where it works with my wicks, which is all the way open, and actually not quite all the way open, but almost. And where the airflow is, where I like it, this is the top airflow version, and I've got like, about 25% of the airflow open there and all the way closed on the bottom, and it's good. I'll try one notch on the bottom and a little bit open on top, see if I like it. It's okay. It's too airy for me. Rhonda said she bought some Clapton wire. It's so great. I think that's great.
Taft.
And Drippin' Duchess says she can't wait for October in Houston because there's some expos coming in. That is great. And yeah, everyone wants expos. Carlos Flores is asking about the new Kangertech 160 drip box, and I'm curious about that too. I just got like an email notice about that becoming available the other day, and I hadn't seen it before, so not that particular one. That's not the same one as before, right?
No, it's not, and they are available at Mountain Oak Vapors here in town. I saw an ad yesterday.
Right on.
And WTF.
Right on. They look pretty cool. 225 RT says he likes both his Griffins, and because I was asking about that. Taft has the small one, and Rhonda says that the Griffin makes the whistling noise from the bottom airflow. It's true.
It does. Oh, yeah?
Oh my God, that wasn't a dry hit. I just choked. Wow. That little tiny top airflow hit just gave me a huge like throat polyp of a of a hit on this thing. That was kind of tasty actually, but I wasn't expecting it.
That's funny.
Maybe when this, and they're saying these are easy to fill, so maybe this will get easier to fill once it's all dried out and I've been carrying it for an hour or so.
Could be. But
I sort of think about the moonshot, and it's just a joke. I mean, not in a bad way, in a good way. It's so easy to fill. This is very similar. I think one of the tricks is don't screw the top down very hard. Like, don't crank it. You just don't need to.
I usually don't crank it anyways.
Yeah. Jermaine says that he likes his crown the best, but he also loves his 25 and his 22. He likes both his Griffins. So there's an example of someone who probably prefers the Clearomizer coils, and I couldn't agree more that the quarter ohm coils for the crown are very good. Yes. And I should probably get a crown too and compare all those.
I was thinking about that as well.
Yeah. Hey, it's 18 months here, although I hate to say it, but you caught us in the last 5 minutes. But you're here, and we're here in the last, actually, 7 minutes. And
it's good to see you.
Yeah, it's great to see you. And good morning to Wicked Witch, too. Good morning to everybody. Yeah, this is pretty good. I gotta say, it's making this mod hot as hell. And I'm not even vaping it very high. It's just 80 watts. Actually 88, so it is pretty high. Drippin' Dope just made a funny sex joke.
You sound like a dirty old man laughing just now.
Jermaine Epps says his moonshot pisses juice everywhere. That's interesting. You know, my moonshot only leaks badly when I fill it with the airflow open. And in that case, every time. If I fill it with the airflow open, that happens. But if it leaks that much, probably try to maybe put some more wicking in it. Because I did notice that, you know, it has a real slurpy thing. like anything like that. It has a huge airflow, and so it needs quite a bit of wicking inside there. And it looks like Ryan Berman says the Vape Northwest has the Crown 2 in pre-order. And so just as Boab Skinner sent this Griffin 25 for us to review and look at, and we need to get Desmond to watch this video, and we're going to do another full review of this. If you guys like, contribute to the channel. If you want to, there's a donation button on the main page that you can click on. Or if you want, you can just PayPal juicyjones@gmail.com, $1, $2, $3, $5, $7, $1,000. Anything that you give us contributes towards me being able to make this channel happen. So I appreciate that. Anyway, I want to thank Owen Ginter and William and Boab Skinner for contributing stuff to the channel. It's so great. Plus, not to mention all the great vendors who brought us stuff, like the folks over at Vapor & Co. and CMC Vapes and the Cloudy Vapor and Swag Sauce USA, several more. I'm sure I just forget things. I'm not feeling that glib.
So what did you do this weekend, Juicy?
Well, after the show, Dawn and I ran all over town, did errands, went to Costco. I mean, just a whole mess of stuff. Mainly just household domestic stuff. We didn't do anything super fun, except for maybe go downtown and go shopping a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Adrian Olander says the iJoy Tornado is great. So that's interesting.
Never
I'll check that out.
To be quite honest.
After the Limitless mod here, the iJoy stuff is looking better to me.
Yeah.
At least I'm more curious about it.
More curious.
Rhonda says she wishes she could send $1,000. I know. I wish everyone could send $1,000. If everyone could send $1,000, then I wouldn't need it either, so it'd be fine. Yummy. And pretty soon here, everyone will open their Facebook groups back up, because there was that silly thing lately where everyone, you know, fell for the Facebook is banning vape groups. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. That's, of course, not true. I haven't spoken to one single person who has first-hand knowledge of any group being banned. The only thing, I heard this from this guy, and he said this. So that's why I've done nothing with mine. Yeah, what's up with the Tsunami? Oh, Jermaine loves the Tsunami. That's great. I want a Tsunami too, and I want a Sub-Zero too. I want to compare them, because I keep on hearing those. Yeah, totally. Day-Team is awesome. Go join this group. Oh yeah.
All right.
Gosh, it's a Tuesday. What are we going to do? I think Thursday I want to do the comparison show between the Tsunami, the Avocados, and the Theorem. What do you think about that?
Say that one more time. Thursday doing what?
The comparison show between the Tsunami, no, not the Tsunami, between the Theorem, the Avocado, and the Limitless.
Okay. I don't have a Theorem, but
Either, I can fill in those blanks, believe me. Either, yeah, either Wednesday or Thursday or maybe Tuesday, I'm not sure. Not exactly sure. Sean Taft says he's getting his Velocity 2 here pretty soon. That's cool. That is fantastic. I love it. Absolutely love it. I love my Velocity. I really want to Twisted Message
Notorious
too.
over drip.
Oh my god, it's my favorite rapper.
Notorious over drip.
Yeah.
Word.
Angelica just got her Tsunami 22. That's cool. I'm kind of a fan of Geek Vape. They make pretty good stuff.
I went here this weekend.
Oh yeah, that's right. Tell everyone how well you did. You did great in your Cloud Comp. I forgot. Tell them.
Well, they had 4 slots open for Birmingham, Alabama, and the some of the Wicked Park team competed. Me and Stevie and Flower, and both Flower and I qualified for Mobile, Alabama. It's Mobile, Alabama, for the Southeast Region Finals for the World Series of Cloud Chasing. If we win our division there, then we actually will be going to visit Luke in London for the finals.
No way, that'd be insane.
That'd be fucking awesome, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's been so fun. It's a good morning. We only have about another 60 seconds left here. Not even. We have 30 seconds. We got to get ready to vape out. You ready, Skeletor?
I'm juicing up right now.
Oh my god. Everybody, y'all are awesome. I want to thank y'all for tuning into Orbital Vaping Headquarters. If you like these videos, make sure you like and subscribe. And you can find us on social networking stuff. All the links are in the description. Thanks so
That's
much.
That's right. And remember, everybody, this is VapeAM. I'm Skeletor Vapes. That's Juicy Jones. This is Orbital Vaping headquarters. Come see me tomorrow, Coffee and Clouds, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. That
That's
is
right.
7 a.m. Pacific. I'm
That's
going to be
right.
doing a review on this. And I haven't decided what juice I'm going to do yet, so that's going to be a surprise. That's
All
right.
right.
Surprise juice review. Remember, everybody, kick cigarettes, vape on, stay cloudy, and as always, peace out, everybody.
Okay, you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow for Skeletor, and I'll see you guys Thursday for more VapeAM.